What's up? What's up? What's up? Yes, this is your girl Dee Dee Walker Live, and you are tuned into the Dee Dee Walker Live show. And I'm so excited because we're going to talk about the holidays. We're going to talk about the delicious food that we eat during the holidays, and we're going to talk about the hot subject for today. So I want you guys to go ahead and get your eggnog, put a little rum in it, get your leftover plate from Thanksgiving, and let's get into this conversation. And again, this is your girl Dee Dee Walker Live, and this is the Dee Dee Walker Live show. Wood.
It is cheaper because of the hub. It is. Now, when I want to do my window for, when I fly
What's up? What's up, everybody? How are you doing? I guess I could say happy belated Thanksgiving. I hope everybody had a blessed one. I know I did. I enjoyed myself thoroughly. The food was delicioso. I'm going to tell you something. The thing about the holidays for me that stands out the most is sitting down with a plate of food and just talking and being happy and relaxed and joyous and comfortable. And I'm going to tell you what, there's been many of holidays when we just sit back and we enjoy ourselves and we enjoy the food. I love turkey. I love turkey. Turkey is delicioso. I love the pies. Oh my goodness. Let me tell you guys, let me tell you a story. My grandmother, Bennett, used to make, my grandma Bennett and my aunt Jeannie both made sweet potato pie that was to die for. I loved it. And then, of course, my grandma Carmen and my grandma Lois used to make the pumpkin pie that was to die for. I loved it. And pecan pie, I wasn't too much into it until I got older. And for some reason, I love me some pecan pie. And my son, he makes the best apple pie ever. And so for me, getting together for the holidays is the food, the conversation, and just that for me is good. So I love it. Oh my goodness. And then the TV shows. I love the TV shows. The Griswolds, you know them? Yes. So according to the Griswolds, they've been on family vacation, Christmas vacation, then the summer vacation, and I mean, just gotta watch the Griswolds. And yes, you got to have a good Charlie Brown show. Yes, I love it. I know I'm sitting here. I am telling my age right now. I really am. And let me tell you something. It's funny how life really turns for you. I remember when I was a kid and when we used to go to these holiday things, well, first of all, when I was young, I didn't really particularly care about going to holiday gatherings. I was like, oh my God, do I gotta go to another holiday gathering? My thing was, I want to stay home. I don't really want to be at a holiday gathering. And then when I got a little bit older, I started to appreciate it more. And then the food, I started really just like, oh my God, this tastes delicious. And I started getting into the food, and which tells secrets on me because my hips loved it the most. But it wasn't until I got an adult and I had some kids of myself that Thanksgiving became really, really special for me. So, food, the food is stands out the most. The company stands out the second most. Family is always on its top. And this time of the year is also a time that, a lot of businesses recognize these holidays. So a lot of families are allowed to come together. So, if I could give a word of the day and I could talk about something that I think that could be beneficial or special to everybody, the one thing we need to do is to cherish these times that we do get to spend with our family and cherish the moments that we do get to, even if we only see each other once a year, that we get to see how big we've grown and how successful that we have become since the last year, or the things or the stories that we can tell, the older folks that have been here the longest, and the beautiful stories that they can tell. Those things we really need to be thankful for. And I've been talking about this in all my videos about, the fact that earlier this year I had a big scare, and I thought I had cancer. Had an operation. Come to find out there were tumors, and they were not cancerous, and they were taken out. And I'm very thankful that now I've had two x-rays, and they both of them have been cleared. So to me, this year is the most thankful year that I can ever have. And the word of the day is that cherish your moments that you have. Cherish the family that you have. One person told me, they were like, well, Thanksgiving should not just be on that particular day. It should be, Thanksgiving should be every day. And they're right. Thanksgiving should be every day. To be thankful for the things that are in our lives, that thankful for the things that are blessings in our lives. A lot of times we tend to look at life and we look at all the things that are not good, things that are going wrong, things that we feel that are just overwhelming and complicated. But we fail to sit down and just point out one or two things that might just be okay. Things that could be joyous and victorious. So, being thankful on Thanksgiving is a beautiful thing, but being thankful every day is a blessing. So, um, I don't know whoever's listening to this. A lot of my people, they come back to my videos, and a lot of times I'm thinking, oh, nobody's listening. But then people come much later and they listen on their leisure time, and when you do, please leave me a comment. Let me know what you're thinking about the stuff that I'm saying. And leave a comment. Let me know what you're thinking, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. But yes, I stand by it at this moment that being thankful, I could have, when I heard the news, just talked about doom and gloom and how life is unfair. And believe me, I'm human. When I was told that news, life was unfair. And I cried and I said, why me? But then I had to really pull myself together and say, you know what? I'm a mother. I'm a wife. Hopefully in the future I'll be a grandmother. I hope to see, I want to see my kids' weddings. I want to see my grandchildren, so I need to start thinking positive because, when you think negative, you can actually make yourself more sick than than you really are. And if you start thinking positive, you start getting more energy, you start doing things differently than when you're taking that step of being negative. So, yeah, that person's right. We don't need to just be thankful on Thanksgiving. Every day we need to be thankful. But today or the day of Thanksgiving, make it a blessing, make it a joyous occasion, make it just grateful to be around your friends and family, even if it is only once a year, and take that spirit into every single day. So I hope that I left a good message for someone out there. Even if this message is not for you, but you think it is for somebody else, please share this video so they can hear it and let them leave the comments. I would love to hear from them. Oh, and by the way, if you guys would love to be a guest on my show, I would love it, man. I would love it. Shoot me an email, the DDWLIVE show at gmail.com, and let's make it happen. I would love to have you on the show. We can talk about these topics that I've been talking about. If you got some new topics that you want us to talk about, let's do it. Let's do it. And by the way, I do have some guests that I'm going to be interviewing that I'm very excited about. So, what I would love for you guys to do is to make sure you hit the notification bell because it will remind you and it'll let you know when I'm going to be on here next. I got some videos that I'm going to be uploading. I'm going to be going live. I got some guests. I have some new music that I'm going to be doing sneak peek. Man, I'm getting ready, so I'm going out with a bang in 2021, and 2022 is going to be brilliant. And I hope that it's going to be blissful and brilliant for you too. So, anyway, contact a sister, the DDWLIVE show at gmail.com. Let me know if you would like to be a guest on my show, or you like me to play a sneak peek of your music, or you got a hot topic you want me to discuss, go ahead and do that. And in the meantime, in between time, check out my channel. I have some awesome interviews up there, talking a little bit about celebrity news, sneak peek of folks' music, and of course, it does show you my upcoming shows that I have coming up. So, yes. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and go eat me some leftover Thanksgiving food. So. I don't know when you guys are listening to this, but when you do, please leave a comment, like I said before. If you haven't had a chance to, please subscribe to my channel. Tell some other folks about my channel too so they can subscribe as well. And one more thing before I go, and this is the most important thing that I would like to say, and it's I love you, man.
Yeah. Makes me really excited to, yeah. But I tell you, they'll tell you that he's my favorite.